What's good, y'all? Welcome back with another video with Catch the Tea with Lil G. Just on this thing, giving my comments and my opinions on what's going on out there in the pop culture and social media world. With that being said, please tune in and please support your boy and subscribe, like, and comment for more content with Catch the Tea with Lil G. With that being said, let's get into it for the day. Okay, so DanǐLeǐgh, also known as the baby's baby mama, is in a lot of trouble. As you guys know, she recently was stopped by the police, and allegedly she did a hit and run, had a DUI. She was beyond a mess, honey. When I say she didn't know, it seemed like if she was coming or going, it was crazy. But I just feel like she kept saying she's a singer, a celebrity. Like, that's not gonna stop her from getting in trouble and from hitting that girl allegedly. But now, anyway, I want y'all to check out the footage though.
What am I getting arrested for?
Maybe for hitting a child.
I didn't hit nobody.
Oh, it's on camera,
At
so.
this point, you're being under arrest for two things: being the scene of an accident and for being under the influence while driving.
I'm not under the influence. I just passed all of your tests. I didn't.
Yes.
I wasn't
And
under
you
the
fled the
influence.
scene of an accident, or you caused major injury to a
Yeah,
person.
to a child. Not a person.
didn't hit
Not an
nobody.
Now
adult.
that's
A
what
child.
it is.
Don Julio.
I didn't hit nobody.
We have cameras.
Can I see the cameras because I didn't hit
No,
nobody?
you're getting arrested, alright? That's point blank. You're
Arrested
good.
for what?
For DUI and for hitting somebody
I'm
and
not
fleeing the
under
scene.
the influence. I just passed all the tests.
You know what she told him though? She said, "Oh, we're a celebrity." That's what the fuck. No,
Don't go over there.
We're doing an investigation.
Or go over there. Yo.
You was trying? No, we don't know.
No. You can go over there. Come over right now.
Yeah, that's Quavo, the Migos. Those are my boys. Love, I'm an artist.
I know. Okay.
I'm a singer.
No, you're gonna. Know what?
I'm a singer.
Okay.
I'm an R&B singer. You
Okay.
can't arrest me.
Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. We don't
I
have
know
that.
if I would have hit somebody, I know somebody would be dead.
Okay, so right after the incident happened, allegedly, she was, taking selfies in her bikini pictures. And I just feel like doing some shit like that would be the last thing that I would really be doing, is taking selfies on something that is so serious as to what she's about to be faced with. And it's crazy. Let's check out the comments. Need to be in jail for real. The fact that she kept laughing and saying she didn't hit no one is crazy. Don't drink and drive. Stay off the roadway. So how is the teenager that you hit while driving drunk? And like at the end of the day, they wasn't holding back on my girl, which she deserved all of it. And then thank God ain't no one getting ran over today. How are you not in jail? What the elf ain't forgot you hit somebody and kept going by, about to stay in all weekend type shit. I know a 17-year-old that's about to own that kitchen. That means everyone is safe, thanks goodness. Y'all hear her. It's okay to cross the road now. Like, they is going in on her. Somebody said, and she's done. The baby was not, I repeat, not the problem. And at this point, I'm starting to, think the same thing maybe once she get, drunk type shit. And then somebody said, I'm an artist, I'm a singer, you can't arrest me. She deserved 10 years just for that ego. And I definitely agree with that one user, because at the end of the day, what the hell being an artist and a singer got to do with anything? Girl, you just committed a serious charge. And at the end of the day, it was dealing with a teenager. So, like, this artist, this singer shit, that's how I know a lot of these celebrities just think they can get away with anything, and it's crazy at the end of the day. Let's get into Nicki Minaj being sued by the deranged stalker, alleged fan, or whatever, child. So, as we all know from the headlines that, a former barb is, trying to basically take Nicki to court to cash in, I feel like, on some coins. Let's get into it. Okay, it says from the neighborhood talk, oh wow, Nicki Minaj sued for $5 million by stalker fan claiming that she humiliated him on IG Live and allegedly said he was one sandwich away of a picnic. Now at the end of the day, me just reading through this whole layout, this case is going to be thrown out so quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's going to be sad when that dude see it coming. Okay, so this is the man allegedly claimed, Nicki embarrassed him and suing her for the $5 million or whatever the case is. He looked like he trying to come up somewhere in life. Okay, so let's get into it. From the neighborhood talk, a reported crazed fan is suing Nicki Minaj for $5 million. He is claiming that she publicly humiliated him by referring to him as mentally unstable, claimed to have been a diehard Minaj fan for 15 years, but apparently over the last few years things went south. He filed a lawsuit in LA Superior Court, and according to TMZ, back in 2017, he claimed Nicki accused him of being a paid mole while doing her hate train era. He also alleged Nicki invited him to her hotel to embarrass him on live in front of 100,000 viewers. And in the lawsuit, Mr. Peak is also claiming Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenny Petty, battered him while at a Super Bowl party in 2020. He alleges to possess direct messages referring to this situation from Nicki. In addition to this, he claimed he was mentioned on the rapper's station head, accusing him of being one sandwich short of a picnic, amongst other things, and is also claiming Nicki labeled him as a stalker who allegedly impersonated members of her team previously. He is now suing her for $5 million in damages for reputational harm, emotional distress. And he done tweeted me FaceTiming Deb in 2021 telling her she need to get back with Nicki, and here we are in 2024. That ate it for me. And at the end of the day, why would he even be trying to contact her previous, manager or whatever, Deb was to Nicki? Anyway, I feel like that's not your place or your business. I felt like if Deb and Nicki was gonna talk or whatever they was gonna do, they would have did that shit amongst themselves. But there you have it, someone acting like a publicist or something at the end of the day, I feel like, and look at it like, or whatever. So yeah, it's giving him impersonating, and to me, him stalking. No shade. And then, look at all these tweets, though. He done added her on. Spade night tonight. Let's do lunch. No shade. Let me up. I'll put him in his place. What size he wear? Check your DMs. You a fessy maggot. I don't even know what that last tweet was or what he even meant. But just looking at those tweets like that, and then they like back to back, it seemed like, on the same dates. Well, you got two different dates, but yeah, he had time like that back to back to write this woman, and at the end of the day, she's paying him dust and not responding. It looked like nobody wasn't even liking none of them or anything, unless he had his page set to where people can't see who hard what or like what or comment or whatever the case is. And then on top of that, he was steady tweeting, and then somebody was like, her decline is epic, he's not gonna win and he's gonna embarrass himself more. And then he was like, he got Nicki's feet, I know my nephew cute, referring to Papa Bear. And then, okay, but hear me out, Nicki, OnlyFans, but only pictures and videos of my nephew, $50 subscription. I feel like, one, how in the hell you gonna tell somebody what to charge for something that they're doing? And then I feel like at the end of the day, Nicki's the type of private person, as we all know, she's very protective over Papa Bear. Now, with that being said, you think she was gonna actually, do that bullshit? And then somebody was like, what the F, he needs help. I feel like that comment was really true right there. I'm just saying, hey, no shade. Some people just not all the way there, I feel like, at the end of the day. And then, he did more tweets. Tell security open the gate. I'm family. Like, you family? Okay, so what family member are you to Nicki Minaj? That's just what I want to know at the end of the day. And then he seems so comfortable, though. That's what's really mind-blowing to me. Like, I don't know if it's like a delusion or what the case is, but he is so serious about all of the tweets he tweeted, it seemed like. Now, he was also, like, basically not gonna hold you, Nicki Minaj. Our dad was gonna pull up to your crib today to meet my nephew. Now, that's the real crazy one right there to me. Yeah, you really blew it then. You gonna pull up to my crib and meet my nephew? Nah, I really feel like, that's kind of creepy. And like I said, for dude to be so comfortable, to really think in his head that they, real close like that, it's just funny as hell to me at the end of the day. I'm sorry. Like, when I looked at dude's picture, I just knew, yeah, he seemed like he on some BS or whatever the case is. So he was recording at her concert so she can literally sue him for trying to post it, and they kicked him out for that. So there's proof. And then the things is that he actually a mentally ill stalker, the same widow that said Nicki should create an OnlyFans for herself and her 3-month-old son at the time. Why everyone turning their back on Onika, mentally unstable. And all of those comments in the comment section was like some right on point type of comments, I feel like, or whatever the case is. Like, but the OnlyFans, what did it, for me, like I said, how can you tell somebody the price, what to do they shit, and what to post and who to post? Like, her publicist, I'm sorry, that's what he keep giving. He really trying real hard at the end of the day. I don't know if he just want people to think he's affiliated with Nicki or what the case is, but I never seen no Barb on no type of shit like that towards Nicki or whatever. And this is real funny, I feel like, because dude just trying to come up and get some free money or whatever the case is. So then, let's see. We stand with him. Loser looking for a cash grab. I doubt he will win. He a weak man who stalks on women to later demand compensation from them. Real alpha males won't do that. Karma for blocking me. He a stalker. He calls Papa Bear his nephew and showed up to Nicki's home. He needs help. Can't wait for Nicki to countersuit. Oh, he needs to be put down. She can't afford that. She spent it all on coke. Now, I feel like at the end of the day, that last comment, it wasn't even called for at the end of the day. And Nicki can afford anything she want to. I feel like at the end of the day, I don't know why people want to make that narrative like this woman is just broke, but breaking all these records after all these years the way she do. How can somebody just be broke? And like at the end of the day, somebody was like, karma for blocking me. Like, nah, you just creepy and weird for even saying some shit like that, I feel like. And then this man bringing her child up into it. So you wouldn't mind if her child got hurt, like, because she blocked you? Okay, so now I want to get into the whole Carisha, aka Young Miami, in the JoeBudden situation. I want to chime in on that whole little situation. With that being said, I look at both of them like they both was really at wrong with each other, or whatever the case is. I look at it like, I feel like, well, one, Joe was wrong for, just from the video clip that I seen, was blasting her, and that's what she was talking about or whatever on her tweet or whatever. And so then that's when she wanted to play Get Back and laugh at the fact about the whole, the Pump It Up going gold or whatever. And so that's where that started and escalated from. And him on that video, I feel like he was just doing a lot of extra shit or whatever though in it. Shit, he could have just said certain shit what he said and kept it pushing. And then like she always throwing rocks and hiding her hands or whatever. I look at it and I'm so over, Carisha and her tactics anyway at this point or whatever the case is. And yeah, like they both was wrong, but I understand both of them or whatever on they past issues or whatever, or conflicts, whatever they had going on in the past or whatever. So it just escalated.
Another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down, another one bites the dust. I love when a two-time award winner. I love when.
Now he's talking about Young Miami in this video.
She won the award 2 years in a row. Yeah. Now I don't care about that stuff. However, when there's a glitch in the matrix.
It was a little fishy.
7 is And
it was the glitch in the matrix for me. But okay, so I guess when she took wind of that, what he did and said in the video, so she, laughing out loud about the Pump It Up going gold or whatever that was released in 2003. So like I said, she was, trying to play Get Back, I felt like, by blasting him and laughing about, the song going gold, I guess after so long or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, JoeBudden's been in this game though for a long ass time, and it seemed like a lot of people do respect, JoeBudden's on certain levels out there in this culture or whatever. Now with that being said, I just felt like Young Miami just can't take criticism or whatever. That's just how I look at it or whatever the case is. And anything somebody, say about her or to her, oh, it's, protect black women or whatever from these men type of situations. When she throw her rocks and hide her hands, like I said, from what I seen, just me looking at her. So I'm beefing with a whole bunch of men. This is sad. Protect black women. So at the end of the day, I don't even know why she even, you know, decided to write that because, man, we get into the comment section. They was tearing Young Miami up about the whole narrative of, bunch of men protect black women, narrative that she done wrote. And at the end of the day, I feel like she take shit for a joke. In all games, I look at stuff as it's some stuff. I don't care how old you are, you should know, especially when you old at the age she is, she should know some stuff what to say and some stuff what not to say. And allegedly dealing with the whole Diddy situation and her name coming into the mix, I wouldn't dare to even write no shit like that what she put on there. I'm beefing with a whole bunch of men. This is sad. Protect black women. Now, at the end of the day, no shade, but with that case and how that shit played out, people, was questioning her or whatever. But let's get into the whole, JoeBudden's,
I hear pump it up
calling her
more
out.
than I hear you. So while you go on these social media rants and say that you were 9 years old with Pump It Up drop and now you're 30, you should be cautious of that because your record label today is saying to you that they're not seeing any growth. Self-admittedly, the only talent that you have possessed in recent years is providing emotion, yet you're at a standstill. I'm not talking city girls, I'm talking you. And that's my problem when it comes to current modern acts and the caricatures that you be. Like, I view you as a science project. And I'm not talking city girls because I'm a fan of city girls. And I'm on JT's side in the breakup. But I love city girls, and city girls has accomplished a few. No, for real, JT came up here, hair flowing.
He's amazing.
Like stop for a minute. I ain't stupid. I gotta try to read between some of the social media shit. JT came up here, skin glowing, hair glowing, knee-high boots with a staff that didn't look cheap. She came up here talking that talk. She came up here with music circulating, and everybody up here absolutely loved her.
Yes.
Here's the kicker. JT also has a nigga with all the money in the world.
Right.
JT is with somebody. I fuck with JT. Throw the phone at that bitch at the award show, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I'm repping for mine. JT got a nigga that got all the money in the world. And still, when the odds were against her, she got to it.
For sure.
She got to work. Niggas laughed. Oh, you doing a small venue, yo. Oh, you flop. Oh, yeah. She came up here and got real. Yo, our last project, it wasn't the greatest. And I had to go back to the drawing board and really find myself. I don't think Carisha has the time. I don't think she has the time to laugh when it appears that she is going through an identity crisis. And that right there be my problem with y'all. I've seen y'all. I am very familiar with this type. I'm familiar with the type that think they became the dick that they helped can. I'm very familiar with the bitches that think they have bloomed into who they consume.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so somebody was like, you need to beef with your songwriters because your songs are hot garbage on the smorgasbord. Protect who? And like I said, people, of course, gonna start, tearing her character of a person up just because of her interaction with Diddy or whatever. I already knew how this was gonna roll when it all started crumbling on the whole, Diddy allegedly doing all the stuff, they claim or whatever. And just her being in the situation, in the mix with him like that, that's not looking good on her at all. So I already knew how that was going to play out. Protect black women, comment. So somebody said protect black women, but this sounds blank to me. If I wanted you to eat my blank, Diddy would have had you on your knees. Interesting. And you need to beef with your songwriters because your songs are hot garbage. We read that one, and protect who. But I just had to throw that first one in there because I remember when, she was really feeling herself and cocky and wrote that whole, tweet or whatever. And I was looking at her like, why would she, even say some shit like that or whatever? That's just crazy to me. Like, one, you throwing Diddy's name in it for what? And then you talking about, getting something done. Like, and basically a dude making that person do it. So that ain't come out good at all. Shut up, and you wouldn't have had that problem. You talk a lot of shit, then play victim. That will only work on Diddy, not us. Protect black women, of course, but you the wrong messenger. We ain't forgot about Diddy trafficking and that pink snow symbol. You wasn't protecting black women then. Can you rap better than JoeBudden? This card has been played so many times it's expected now. Cause they really wanna F you and can't. They mad, then never had the chance. Be you bad. That Diddy money starting to dry up. Like at the end of the day, they is ripping her apart. Like at the end of the day, maybe she got too comfortable since she thought she told her truth for the world on that first podcast on her show or whatever, but obviously that shit didn't work because they tearing her alive. No sympathy. And then somebody said, why every time someone explain themselves is considered a rant? I see people saying JoeBudden was ranting for 5 minutes. Like, that's not a rant. More like a read and a response. JoeBudden did a lot. All Young Mǐamǐ did was responded with laughing emojis. You did a 6-minute rant. It gives you could not wait to be nasty to a black woman. I kind of figured, they was going to come off with him on that type of narrative too or whatever. But I feel like I said, basically, at the end of the day, she like to throw rocks and hide her hands. So with that being said, them two had conflicts and situations, over the years or whatever, I feel like anyway, and they never worked it out. And with that being said, it's all come down to a damn podcast show or whatever the case is. Like, okay, so moving on. Let's get into JT or whatever. Oh, they was on Twitter the other day, like just going in on her, calling her show, saying it looked like a low budget show, and what she had on really wasn't given, basically. And when I looked at her outfit, our show was looking like, damn, what is she fucking wearing? At the end of the day, I was trying to figure it out. And we about to get ready and, check out clips from the performance that, they was basically, people was calling out and roasting her on or whatever the case was. And it just wasn't given at all. I was like, how good. I know she know how to dress. Here it go, though. Okay, the girl JT accused and slammed for low budget tour, dressed up in sheets. This outfit is so unflattering on JT, and also why you wearing a dress on tour? like at the end of the day, I felt like it wasn't given at all to me. I feel like anybody can wear a dress on their tour if they feel like it. Like at the end of the day, I know, a lot of artists that wore dresses, on their tour. But anyways, I just, get to looking at the dancers and they lay out or whatever, and none of it is given at all to me. I'm sorry. That look a hot ass mess, and I got to agree with everybody from Twitter. That was just a no-go, at the end of the day. I feel like at the end of it. And then you had, somebody said, the girl JT accused of Slim for low budget tour dressed up in sheets. People hating on this fit when she literally looked like that. Like, whatever that meant at the end of the day, it do give as sheets, JT's dress part especially. Like, the top just wrapped up in like a layer or something, tied up or whatever. But I know she dressed better than that, and I know that ain't really JT. I don't know what was going on, for that night or whatever the case was. But anyway, y'all, please make sure to hit the notification button, and please subscribe, like, and comment to my YouTube channel with Catch the Tea with Lil G for more content and more videos on, my opinions on what's going on out there in the pop culture and social media world. With that, y'all please comment. I want to hear y'all's input on the topics. Y'all have a good one.